Hello, hello, hello. I hope you guys, hello. I hope you guys can see me okay. Thanks so much for joining in. I've got to adjust the webcam slightly higher than it normally is. But the image seems to be okay. I've tried it with more light. Give me one more second. That was far too bright before. But I know I think that might be a bit better. So let's go with that. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for joining in. So today we're going to do 3 top tips for you that if public speaking is in any way nervous, if it makes you in any way nervous, we're going to deal with that in today's video. Okay, so don't forget to give me a like button, and of course let me know that you are enjoying the video. Now we're going to do 3 main tips, okay, and these are things that some will sound obvious and some will not. So just bear with me, okay? And it's one of those things that just be in that zone where you're in a learning zone today, okay? And it will be less than 15 minutes. We'll be about 10 or something like that. Because it's about quality of content, not the length of time, okay? So thanks so much for bearing with the webcam. It's as clear as I can get it. Okay, cool. So the first little hint I'm going to give for you is, and this links to my 6 B's of Screen Success, which is another video that's in the archives, and it starts with talking about looking after your voice. Now, I'm not talking about hiring a vocal coach. That's probably far too much for you to just, if you're going to have a couple of pitches coming up or some short conversations or maybe some sales calls, a vocal coach might seem like a little bit of a step too far, right? However, one thing you can do is to have a little water bottle, and mine's actually in the car. It's ready for when I head out in a bit. But a little water bottle that fits into your handbag or your coat jacket, okay? And the reason being is, if you're about to do a presentation of any sort, or you're about to go in front of anybody, you don't want to get to the water station and you do the jug and the last one and it's empty and you're about to speak, okay? So you don't want to be at anyone else's if you were a Mercy. So get yourself a little Evian, a little bottle like that, pop it in your bag, pop it in your coat jacket, suit jacket, and you'll never get caught out where you get that sort of, you get that dry throat, right? You get hyper, you get the dry throat. Now, I've done so many presentations that I could talk for a long time with the dry throat. It doesn't really throw me, but it might throw you. So again, little teensy tiny tip. If you like that tip, don't forget to smash the like button, okay? Now, next tip is, you want to have your content that you want to use on a little card. This is like just a little notebook, but a card, something that fits into your palm, if that's okay. Now, the reason why you want cards is that if you have paper and you're a bit nervous, you can hear and you can see it makes a noise, correct? So you don't want anything like that. And it'll also bring attention to the fact that you might be a bit nervous, okay? But if you just have a piece of card, a nice thick piece of card, okay? Firstly, it's going to feel nice in your hands because it's well made. So a thick GSM card, okay? Unlike this flimsy thing. So a thick card, okay, is going to help you. And also what you need to do is you need to put three minimum, ideally, and 6 maximum points in a good font that you can read across. And the reason that you want to use a decent, good font, so 14, 16, 18 maybe, depending on your eyesight, things like that. The reason is, what you want to be able to do is something like this. So if you watch my body language now, okay? So I'm speaking to a big group of people. So I'm making eye contact with different people around the room. I'm doing some big gestures. And I'm taking my time and I'm using my breath. And then in a moment, I'm just going to check something. I'm keeping the momentum going and I'm back in the room, okay? So there's a whole thing there and you can watch this back, okay? So what I did was I made the gesture of me looking around, not to be a weird thing, right? Versus I'm doing all my eye contact, I'm doing all my eye contact, I'm doing all my eye contact, I'm reading, right? Now I'm exaggerating, but you get the message. So be okay with looking at your notes. There's nothing wrong with that. You better to have notes and not look at them than to need them and not have them, right? And you better to look at notes and be able to read them than not be able to read them. So make them in a decent size so that you can always see, okay? Now, the next thing, as I say, you need 3 to 6 points. And the reason you want 3 or 6 points is because at a certain point, people would tune out. Like you guys are here to learn. You're here because I've invited you. Thank you so much. I'm seeing some activity going on, so thank you for that. So you're here because you're invited, okay? You're here because you want to learn. Hopefully you've got your pen and paper and you're already making some notes, okay? But when you meet people for the first time, or when you're pitching them, or whatever it might be, when you need to deliver right now, maybe it's a live radio, you're a podcast guest, and maybe it's live, maybe it's recorded. You're everybody's friend if you can articulate what you need to say in 3 simple ways that anyone can understand. Okay, so you want to have your message, as I say, 3 is good because 3 will serve you well at networking. It will serve you well for a soundbite point of view, so that when the footage or when the podcast or when the episode or whatever, when that drops, the editor is going to have a much easier time with you. If you take your time as I am now, you fully finish your sentences and you've got 3 lovely points that you make really, really well. And this again links back to the video I did again on the 6 V's of screen success formula, where we talked about Velcro. So to watch that one to find out what I mean by Velcro, okay? Now, you can have up to 6 points as well. And you would have 6 points if you're making a longer presentation, a longer speech, or like I say, sales. You might need to have a combination of different things in your arsenal. So if it's a 2-way conversation, you can prepare 6. If it's more of a 1-way or a networking, 3 should do it, okay? And you always want to make sure that the points that you're giving are clear and they're relevant to your audience. So for you guys, I'm talking to you about body language. I'm talking to you about how to use notes. I'm talking about how to use eye contact, how to break eye contact without making it weird, okay? How to stay hydrated. And as I say, not fall victim. Even though I turned all my notifications off, one happened. There you go. Such is life. I can still keep my train of thought going, and I know what I was saying. I was saying that I told you about water as well, so that you're always into control, whether you're hydrated or not. And the reason that the phone going off doesn't throw me, or if I stumble on a word, it doesn't throw me, is because I've done thousands and thousands of presentations by now, okay? So you probably haven't, or maybe you have and you've hated most of them, okay? So we want to move you past hating them. We want to move you into loving them. And thank you so much for liking and interacting with the video, guys. Loving it, okay? So we're doing really, really well. We are mostly up on the time. Like I said, we would do this in just about 10 minutes time. So a quick reminder, and then I'm going to give you guys a great something to finish with. Okay, this is a little bit of home play, and also I'm going to give you a way that you can reach out to me as well on social media or email if you prefer. I know not everybody wants to be shackled to their social media, so I work with everybody where they're at. Okay, and I'm sure you know that the best people that serve you start to work with you where you're at. Okay, so a final point I want to say is that confidence comes in many forms. It comes in an innate knowing that you have yourself, and it comes from a situation that you're comfortable and you know about, if that makes sense. So there's a situational confidence, which, for example, in your own home where you know everything is, or you're driving to work and you always drive the same route, you have that confidence that you always know what's going on, correct? Whereas we also have that innate sense of confidence that some people, even if they're forced to change route on the way to work, or lots of things going on, the kids are going on, the phones, different things are going on, and they're still able to keep their head and stay confident and stay calm. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to expand out from the number of things and the number of situations that you're situationally confident in. We want to start to grow and grow and grow and grow that. So that's really where my wheelhouse is. We want to, from wherever you are, whether, like I say, you're literally at the point of you're nervous like that before something, or whether you're pretty good, but you feel like, maybe your presentations are good, but you're not getting the applause you hoped, right? Or maybe your sales presentations are good, but you're not converting as much as you hoped or as much as you think you should be with your skill set, okay? So it's always about tailoring where you're at right now and pursuing excellence, whatever that is for you. So like I say, everyone has a different level of excellence, but we can always improve that one little snippet. So what I'm going to have you guys do is, if you've enjoyed this video, like it if you haven't already. You can also leave me a comment as well. And what I'd love to see in the comments, if you're ready to step up your game, if you're ready to start using nerves as fuel, or you could say start showing them who's boss, right? And if you're ready to start up leveling your presentations so that you're as comfortable as me, these are my notes for today. Can you see that? Probably can't see that. You can see my nails. They're being done shortly. So, you know, this is the quality of the presentation that I can do with a couple of notes and a rehearsal that I did myself this morning, because I know my stuff and I'm here to help you, okay? So you know your stuff. I know you're a professional. You wouldn't be here trying to be more excellent if you didn't. You know your stuff, but if you stumble, if you fumble, if you get that little red tinge, if you get the dry throat, if you mind goes blank, even though you actually know what you're talking about, if you're good in most situations, but there's a couple that are giving a bit of an issue to you, this is where the wheelhouse is. This is where my wheelhouse is. So what I'm going to have you guys do, let me have a look. These are the visual aids that I did prepare earlier. Can we go full screen? Can we go full screen? Can we go full screen? I'm presenting on this device. This is what happens, folks. Thank you for bearing with that. It should be full screen. 1 second. So I'm going to give you a way that you can reach out to me after this video. So the first thing you can do is type yes, I'm ready in the comments. So in the comments below, I want you to type yes, I'm ready. And this shows me that you guys were here. It shows me that you're interacting with the video, and it shows that all the tech is working. So if I do another live, I know that you guys are going to be here. We're going to be able to help you. So what you're going to need to do is, let's see if this works. Hang on. Yeah, cool. So guys, you can get in touch with me with several ways. LinkedIn, Instagram, old-fashioned email if you're not really into all that sort of stuff, and Facebook, of course. So you'll look for, there is Melody Official. That might be showing you the wrong way around, but you'll get what we mean, okay? So all you need to do is to follow me on those channels if you haven't already. And if you're not into social media, not a problem at all. As I say, you can just email me. You want to know what my email address is? It is the easiest email address you've ever heard in the world. It is velody@velody.co.uk. So you cannot ever forget that, correct? So velody@velody.co.uk. And the reason I'm going to ask you to email, or indeed you can say, yes, I'm ready, in a DM on my Facebook page. It's a blue button at the top of the page, says send message. Click on that, okay? You don't even have to like my page. It'd be great if you did, but you can just send me a message, okay? LinkedIn, same, Velody Official, and Instagram, Velody Official. Now, if you, what I will say to you is this, and I'm going to make you guys a little promise, and then we will wrap up for today, because I said I would help you in 15 minutes or less. And I hope you will agree that we've hit on some great points today. The small water bottle goes in your bag, as designer as you want, as refillable, as gorgeous as you want, as ethical as you want, as tasty as you want, not fizzy because you can burp on the mic, flat water, or flat water with a bit of taste in it, and pop that in your jacket or your handbag, okay? Cards, really nice GSM juicy cards that feel luxurious in your hand, okay? It makes a difference, guys. Touch and feel is very important. So put those great 3 points, minimum 3, 6 if a longer presentation, put them in lovely fonts that you can read just by glancing down. And again, use your body language as you see fit. I'm quite a gestury person. I know you can read my face as well. I'm like #no poker face, okay? So stand in your power. You have a place on this earth that's yours. And you can imagine like Mr. Stay Puft from Ghostbusters, or the Michelin Man that has these buffer, the big white suits that they have, right? You can imagine like radiating out of you is a little space around you. I'll just show you a bit bigger with my hands there. There's space around you that you can radiate that's yours, right? Or the Ready Breck advert where you glow, however you want to think of it. There's a place on this earth that's yours, and it's the space around you. So own that however that works for you. And if that means you're very calm, collected, quietly spoken, no gestures, no extra fluff, right? No frou-frou, no flouncing, just be that way. And if you're more gestury, then do the gestures. Just make sure that the gestures go along with your message and they don't distract from your message, okay? So you'll see at various points in this video, I used a lot of gestures. Some I used hardly any at all. So again, there's a range of things that we can work on together there. So what I'll have you guys do is, if you would like to have a free consultation with me, it's a really quick 15 to 20 minute chat. There is no hard sell during this chat, okay? If I think I can help you with your confidence challenge, I may make a suggestion that we work together, okay? And if I don't, we'll have a great chat over a cup of tea or coffee, all right? So you can book that. All you need to do, like I say, is you send me a DM and it says, yes, I'm ready. I'm sure you can spell yes, I'm ready. And that might even be the wrong way around. But anyway, so you can spell yes, I'm ready. DM Velody Official Instagram, Velody Official LinkedIn, Velody on Facebook, or an email till you remember the address. I know you haven't forgotten it. And we'll have a quick chat. I'll send you the link to book that. We'll look at where your confidence issues are. Maybe you're pretty high level already and you're looking for excellence. You're looking for that commanding the room, as I've done many a time, right? Maybe in front of hundreds of people or to a live broadcast, yeah? So maybe you've never worked much with camera before. So wherever you are right now, or if you're a great person and you have a foundation, you have a really, really good message, a great message, you just feel like you could say the message more clearly, and maybe you'd like a practice partner and some polishing items. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a catastrophe. It's just confidence is so key. It's contagious. And if people feel confident with you, they will put their trust in you, and they will spend time with you, and they will spend money with you, and they will use their resources to help you. Okay. So guys, that's our timer is up, 15 minutes and some change whilst we logged in. Thank you so much for joining in. Smash the like button, subscribe if you have not done so before. And again, I bet you know somebody in your life that really would need to see this video, that would really benefit from this video today. So you know what to do. Share it with them. Thanks so much for watching. We new videos every Thursday, and I will post, as I say, you might want to watch 6 B's of Screen Success, and we'll put that on the notes later. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys, and I will see you all very, very soon.